folks, I'm Jack Wingate. We're down on Big Lake Seminole, and the mayflies, it's May the 10th, and the mayflies are just hatched out, and they scattered out day before yesterday all over this lake. Blackbirds are everywhere, and we're trying to catch a brim under them. And this is the most comfortable way to do it.
Jack and I started fishing the south bank of the Flint River arm of Lake Seminole, just downriver of Wingate's Lunker Lodge. We were fly fishing with marathon popping bugs, either from the boat or by wading the shallows. When the mayflies hatch, you look for low-hanging branches over the water, and the brim are usually nearby.
They're in them trees. You can't see them right now, but they're in them trees. Now see the bird in the trees yonder?
Yeah.
All right. He's there eating.
Huh.
The later it gets now, the more of them you're gonna see.
Say the birds will help you find the flies.
Birds, blackbirds, little blue herons, big blues, white egrets.
All right, first cast.
First cast, you
Yeah.
got it.
Chartreuse is the color.
Chartreuse is the color, all right.
The other thing that's fun about these fish is catching fish compared to a bass fishing trip. I'd say chartreuse was what he was looking for. These things hatch out all over the lake.
No, it's a strange thing. I don't know whether you know too much about them things or not.
No, I don't know much.
There's 200 and something different varieties of them.
Huh.
Several. And they're separate and distinct. And they all have different ways of hatching. There'll be mayflies hatching here until the end of September. About every 12 days, 15 days, there'll be a hatch, a big hatch somewhere on this lake. And they drift. Come on out of there, big boy. I got you. Look at yonder. Look at yonder. What a stout-shouldered little rascal he is.
I want to see you catch about a 2-pounder on that fly rod. You will see some dancing around then. I just took that one away.
Now that, I'll eat that.
What's the biggest brim you ever caught out of this lake?
I've caught a 2-pounder.
Is that right?
And we had two 2-pound shell cracker Sunday.
Is that right?
On cane poles.
Huh.
At least on poles.
Uh-huh. Well, what are they doing out on the limbs? Are they just coming out of a
They're coming off
larva?
of this lake. They hatch out here in the water and come to the top, shed their larva, and they set up under there on these limbs, and they mate.
Huh.
They got about 5 days, or 5 to 7 days that they live, and they don't tear nothing up, don't bite nothing, they won't sting you.
You got him.
Come to your sweet daddy.
Talking about them hatching out in different parts of the lake, do they like to see, places where there's a lot of grass coming up to hide in, or?
It's mud bottom.
Mud bottom's a big
The
difference?
mud bottom is where they hatch.
Huh.
Oh!
You get him?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now that was a good strike.
See,
He may not be 2 fingers, but he hit that thing with eagerness and vengeance. Vengeance is mine, so saith the brim. He was mad. See, all these tails back here, that's what they hitting back there. And here's the business end of the hook right there, and that's where I want him to hit. But I'm gonna have to trim this tail a bit. Now, let's see what happens. Ah!
prize for little fish?
Yeah, I give prizes for little fishing. I may get this one.
Mm-hmm.
That may be the winner for the little fish. But Miss Joyce will eat that son of a gun and smack her lip. When she gets through with that thing right there, a cat will turn up his nose at them bones. won't be nothing left of them. She gnaws the bone, chicken bones and fish bones. So tight.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. Well, that may. Look here, I got to get them started here
I'm
now.
gonna get the big head here in a minute. It's a pretty one, little guy. So you just fry them up crisp.
Fry them up crisp, eat bone feathers and all. They had that bug surrounded.
I think we got about 10 in the boat here already.
He caught me unawares.
Yeah, I saw that hit. He was
I wasn't ready.
hitting it well. Like I say, if they were bigger, you'd never get them in. There's a fish in there after all. All right, that's about number 25. Mayflies are most active just before sunset, and as the sun dropped late in the afternoon, we went looking for concentrations of flies. At the entrance to the boat trail into Wingate's lodge, we found them in unbelievable clouds hovering over the water.
Here yesterday, I was out here, and there was 288,729,229,002 right here where we're sitting. Ain't that something? Now, all over this lake, at times, they'll be just like that. If you've enjoyed this show about the willow flies, I'm delighted. I'm Jack Wingate, and we've been on Lake Seminole watching the willow flies today, trying to catch a few nice fish. Mayflies hatch periodically on Lake Seminole throughout the summer. When they do, Bream move into the shallows to feast on the bugs falling into the water. For the latest up-to-the-minute report on the mayfly hatch on Lake Seminole, give Jack a call at 912-246-0658. It's a fun way to fish.